In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this super cute beaded fall pumpkin craft. It's so easy to make and fun to use up some odds and ends of beads that you may have, and it just takes a few minutes. So let's jump in and get started on this super cute little pumpkin. For this project, you're going to need 2 orange pipe cleaners and 1 green pipe cleaner. Now mine came in the 12-inch long size. You can use that size, it'll just make a much bigger pumpkin, or you can cut them in half like I did. And if you do that, you'll need some wire cutters or an old pair of scissors. When you cut pipe cleaners, it could make a little ding in your scissor blade, so just use an old pair. And then I have a bunch of beads. We're going to be using some orange beads for our pumpkin and some green beads for our pumpkin leaves. And we're going to be making a little curlicue stem for the top of our pumpkin, okay? I have a big jar here. It's fun to kind of dig through and look for the colors. And mine are just a big mix of pony beads and other kinds of beads, even some alphabet beads in here. But I like to mix up the beads, but it's totally up to you. You can make them all uniform if you prefer. Now I have a giant jar of beads that I use for crafting, and what I like to do is grab the lid to my jar and separate them ahead of time. It just makes it a little nicer to work on. You don't have to do so much digging around. So what we're going to do is our pumpkin first. Now you can fill your pumpkin. I'm going to bend it into the shape of a circle like this. Now you can fill it up with beads, or you can kind of do them here and there. My pipe cleaner is also orange, so I'm going to just kind of scatter them. But then what you'll want to do is just add beads to your pipe cleaner. There's a piece of wire in the middle here, so it does make threading them onto the pipe cleaner pretty easy. You don't need a needle or anything. And as you put them on, you can kind of space them around your pumpkin. And I'm just adding a bunch on here. I'm kind of mixing up the different shades of orange. If you want to use all the same color, that's totally fine too. You can just mix them up a bit if you like, or if you want to have like more of a uniform look, it's totally up to you. As you can see, I'm kind of pushing them around, spacing them out. You can kind of see that. And we're just going to add some more on here. You can go for as dense of a beaded look as you like. It's totally up to you. And you can actually go a little bit less dense if you're doing, like I said, an orange pipe cleaner. But we're just adding our beads on here. And the orange pipe cleaner really makes these orange beads stand out. If you don't have orange, you can just kind of cover it with the orange. All right, and now once you've filled it up, what you can do is work on your leaves next, okay? We're actually going to be making 2 leaves out of this, but we're going to fill the whole thing up with green first, okay? And like I mentioned before, you can make this as light or as heavy on the beads as you want. It really depends on what you have, how much time you have, how much patience you have. So just fill it up as much as you want. The green of the pipe cleaner really helps too with the leaf look. Okay, now that we have both pieces done and beaded, what we're going to do is you want to leave a little bit at the top. See how I have just a little bit of pipe cleaner here? Okay, and then we're just going to give it a little twist at the top to kind of close up our pumpkin. And you can sort of, if you have an end, you can sort of tuck it into one of the beads if you want to, and that'll kind of hide it. Okay, so now we have a little orange circle. The next thing we'll do is we're going to take our other pipe cleaner and we're going to sort of divide the beads in half because we're going to be making 2 little leaves out of this. So we want to take this and bend it into an kind of like an arc. We're going to go down to the middle where we had our pumpkin joined at the top, and we're just going to kind of bend it on there. Kind of in between the beads. Find the center where you want it to be. And then you're going to take this top, you're going to have 2 loops now. You're going to take this top and you're going to kind of squish it in, give it a twist, squish it down and give it a twist, and it makes 2 little kind of leaves for your pumpkin. You can kind of bend it around, get it how you want it to go. Okay, now we're going to do the stem. So for the stem, what we're going to do is we're going to put the other orange pipe cleaner we have through the middle. And I like to just put, this is totally up to you, but I like to just put a bead on the front of it like this front part that's coming towards me. So when I bend it, it kind of puts one in the middle. And then you can give it a little twist like this. And then grab like a pen or a pencil. I have a knitting needle here, just whatever you have on hand, and wrap it around your pen, pencil, knitting needle, and then just kind of slide it out, and it'll make this cute little curly Q stem. And that's what we use for our pumpkin stem. And then just kind of shape everything up. I'm going to slide this bead around to the front because it kind of slid back on me. And shape up your leaves, shape up your pumpkin, get it nice and round again, bend everything back. And our little beaded pumpkin is complete. It looks so cute. You can hang it up. You can make a whole garland of them. And it's really fun to kind of use up some odds and ends of beads that you have on hand. So that is how you make a beaded fall pumpkin craft. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click on the subscribe button to get all the latest Sparkle and Splatter video updates. Bye everyone.